If you love the crisp texture and mild, slightly peppery flavor of fresh bok choy, why limit yourself to growing it in just one season? Most gardeners treat bok choy as a cool season crop, growing it in spring or fall, but with the right strategies, you can enjoy a continuous harvest no matter the time of year. Understanding how to work with the plant's natural growth cycles, manage temperature stress, and adapt your planting methods will make all the difference in achieving a year-round supply of this versatile leafy green. The key to growing bok choy year-round is variety selection. Not all bok choy thrives in every season, so matching the right type to the weather conditions is crucial. For cool season planting, traditional full-sized varieties like Bok Choy and Shanghai Green perform exceptionally well, providing thick, crunchy stalks and lush, broad leaves. If you're growing in summer or under warm conditions, heat-tolerant varieties like Choi or Soy can handle higher temperatures with less risk of bolting. Miniature bok choy varieties such as Baby Choy are ideal for quick harvests in small spaces and can be sown throughout the year. These mature in as little as 30 days, making them perfect for staggered planting schedules. No matter the variety, always look for seeds labeled as slow bolting if you plan to grow in unpredictable or warm conditions. Bok choy is a fast-growing leafy green, which means it has high nutrient demands. It thrives in rich, well-draining soil with a slightly acidic to neutral pH between 6.0 and 7.5. Before planting, work in plenty of organic matter such as compost or well-aged manure to boost fertility. Because bok choy is a shallow-rooted plant, the soil must retain moisture without becoming waterlogged. Adding a layer of mulch helps keep the soil cool and conserves water, especially during warmer months. Since bok choy grows quickly, it benefits from a steady supply of nutrients. A balanced organic fertilizer rich in nitrogen supports strong leaf growth, while phosphorus and potassium help with root strength and stress tolerance. Side dressing plants with compost tea or diluted fish emulsion every couple of weeks will maintain their rapid growth and keep the leaves tender and flavorful. To maintain a steady supply of bok choy, you need to adjust planting methods according to the season. In early spring and fall, direct seeding is the easiest and most effective way to establish a healthy crop. Seeds germinate quickly in cool weather, and growth remains steady as long as temperatures stay between 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For summer harvest, bok choy requires extra attention. Since high temperatures trigger premature bolting, consider planting in partial shade or using shade cloth to reduce heat stress. Sowing seeds in trays and transplanting seedlings into the garden once temperatures cool slightly can also help prevent early flowering. Watering deeply and consistently is essential in warm weather to keep plants from becoming stressed. During winter, growing bok choy successfully depends on choosing the right protection methods. In mild climates, planting in cold frames or under row covers will keep plants thriving even when temperatures drop. For colder regions, growing bok choy in an unheated greenhouse or using thick mulch to insulate the soil allows for slow but steady winter growth. If you're growing indoors, using grow lights can supplement natural sunlight, ensuring strong, compact growth even in the darkest months. Bolting is one of the biggest challenges when growing bok choy outside its preferred cool season window. When the plant experiences stress, whether from heat, fluctuating temperatures, or inconsistent watering, it rushes to flower and produce seeds, leaving you with tough, bitter leaves. To minimize bolting risk, plant bok choy in locations where temperatures remain stable. Partial shade helps prevent overheating in summer, and a thick layer of mulch regulates soil temperature fluctuations. Consistent moisture is just as important. Drought stress followed by sudden watering encourages bolting, so keeping the soil evenly moist is crucial. If you notice a bok choy plant starting to bolt, harvest it immediately. Even if the leaves are smaller than expected, they will still be more tender than if you allow the plant to mature past its prime. Removing bolting plants quickly also prevents them from redirecting energy away from new growth. Succession planting is one of the best ways to guarantee a continuous harvest. Instead of planting all your bok choy at once, sow a small batch of seeds every 2 to 3 weeks. This method ensures that as one group of plants matures, another is just beginning to grow, providing a constant supply of tender leaves without overwhelming you with a single large harvest. In warm months, choosing baby bok choy varieties for quick harvests allows you to maintain a steady flow of greens. In winter, staggered indoor plantings using containers or hydroponic setups can extend the growing season indefinitely. The key is to always have seedlings ready to replace harvested plants. Growing bok choy in every season means dealing with different pest challenges throughout the year. In spring and summer, flea beetles and cabbage worms are common threats. Floating row covers provide a physical barrier against pests, while neem oil sprays or diatomaceous earth help control infestations without harming beneficial insects. During the cooler months, slugs and snails become a bigger problem, especially in damp conditions. Hand-picking pests in the evening using beer traps or applying crushed eggshells around plants can help keep populations in check. Fungal diseases like downy mildew are more prevalent in humid winter conditions, so providing good airflow around plants and watering at the base instead of overhead can reduce the risk of infection. Rotating bok choy with other crops in the brassica family, such as kale, cabbage, and broccoli, can also help prevent pest and disease buildup in the soil. Since bok choy grows quickly, you can use it as a companion plant alongside slower-growing vegetables, maximizing your garden space while keeping the soil productive year-round. Bok choy is at its peak flavor and texture when harvested at the right time. For baby bok choy, picking leaves when they are around 4 to 6 inches tall ensures a tender, mild taste. Full-size bok choy should be harvested when the plants reach maturity, but before they become oversized and fibrous. Cutting bok choy at the base rather than pulling it up by the roots allows for potential regrowth, especially in mild conditions. If left with a bit of stem intact, the plant may send up new shoots, extending your harvest even further. Storing bok choy properly is just as important as harvesting it at the right stage. Since it has a high water content, it's best used fresh, but it can be stored in the refrigerator for up to a week in a damp paper towel inside a breathable bag. Keeping it dry until just before use prevents premature wilting. With the right approach, bok choy doesn't have to be just a seasonal crop. It can be an all-year staple in your garden. By selecting heat-resistant or cold-hardy varieties, adjusting your planting methods, and practicing succession planting, you can enjoy a continuous harvest regardless of the season. Whether you're growing outdoors, in containers, or under cover, mastering these techniques will ensure you always have fresh, crisp bok choy at your fingertips. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more expert gardening content and share this guide with fellow growers. Let's keep our gardens thriving all year long. Lower Third, Botanical Bliss.